Hello students, welcome to section 4 for chapter 1. In this section we are going to study about the problems and how to solve them or how to write them in your classwork copies. So now I'm picking a question from miscellaneous exercise. This is not from the problem set. Any question in the problem set is for you to solve. If you face any doubts, you can text a message on the group, WhatsApp group, and I'll find a solution for you. For practice, we are going to use problems outside of the practice sets that we have in our textbooks. So now, I'm picking a question. In this, I have x minus 3y is equals to 1 and 3x minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. So I have my two equations. For anybody of you who's wondering why we have not learned graphical method of solving linear equations yet, is because it comprises of practice set 1.2. So initially we'll be completing practice set 1.1 and then we will move on to graphical method. Now again, I can choose any method to solve, substitution or elimination. Initial first steps, naming the equation number 1. This as equation number 2. Now for this question I'll use substitution method. The reason being is I have 3 here, I have 2 here. So I have to multiply by 2, equation 1 by 2, equation 2 by 3 in order to get the same coefficient on these sides, or I have to multiply this complete equation by 3 instead for elimination method. But what will happen when I use substitution method, I can just pick equation number 1, find the value of x here and just substitute it in equation number 2. So now from equation number 1. Now once you start writing solution, you have to write it this way. Let x minus 3y equals to 1 be equation number 1. Let 3x minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0 be equation number 2. So from equation number 1 we have x is equals to 1 plus 3y. Shifting minus 3y to the right side, I get x is equals to 1 plus 3y. Now I have to substitute x is equals to 1 plus 3y in equation 2. This will give me 3 times 1 plus 3y minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. This will give me 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 3y is 9y, minus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. As you can see, we have one unknown variables with 2 different coefficients. All we have to do is solve them. So 9y minus 2y is 7y and 3 plus 4 becomes 7. So I have 7y plus 7 is equals to 0 here. Therefore 7y is equals to minus 7. 7 moving to the right hand side, cancelling out 7, I get y is equals to minus 1. Now in order to find x, I just simply substitute y equals to minus 1 in any of the equations and I'll get my answer for x. So substituting y is equals to minus 1 in 1. This gives me x minus 3 into minus 1 is equals to 1. So this will give me minus times minus becomes plus. So this is x plus 3 is equals to 1, which implies x is equals to 1 minus 3. Therefore x is equals to minus 2. So my solution x comma y for this set of equations is minus 2 comma minus 1. You always write the x coordinate first, the y coordinate second. My y coordinate is minus 1, x coordinate is minus 2. Therefore my solution is x comma y is equals to minus 2 comma minus 1. If somebody is wondering, then you can write it this way as well, y comma x. Then you have to interchange the values, minus 1 comma minus 2. You can write it both ways, both are correct, both will give you full marks. But generally we prefer x comma y. You can choose any way to write your solution, it does not matter. All that matters is if you change this up, this sequence also has to be changed. Now For someone who wants to solve this by elimination method, I'm going to show you the solution as well. By elimination method, we're just going to see how to solve so that you can write accordingly in your classwork copies. I'll provide you with the questions which you need to solve in order to complete your classworks. So now, solving this by elimination method. All I need to do is get same coefficients for any one of the variable. So now how to choose? So observing this, if I want a common coefficient in these two sides, I need to multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3. Only then I'll get 6y here and 6y here. So I need to do two multiplications. Instead, let's see another case. If I try to bring coefficient of these two of x same, all I need to do is multiply equation 1 by 3 and then I can simply avoid one extra calculation. This is how we save time in exams. So now, multiplying equation 1 by 3, this will give me 3x minus 9y is equals to 3. This is my equation number 3. Now, 3x and this is plus 3x. So clearly we need to, if we want to eliminate x, we need to subtract 3 from 2 or 2 from 3, whichever may be the case. So I'll subtract 2 from 3 in this case. It does not matter which one you subtract from which. All that matters is that your sequence should be correct. So 3x minus 9y is equals to 3 minus big bracket 3x minus 2y. Now one clear change we need to make. We can see this plus 4 is on the left hand side. However, here our constant is on the right hand side of the equal sign. So in this case, when we change the sign, we need to move this as 3x minus 2y, moving plus 4 to the right hand side, this will become minus 4. So here I will write it like this, minus 4 equal to minus 4. This is very important. If you do not make this change, you will get a different answer from the answer that is going to be actually there. So before you make any kind of before you make any kind of calculations, make sure your constant value is on the same side as both the constant values of equations are on the same side. So in this case, as we can see, the constant value is on the right hand side of the equation. In this case, it's on the left. I'm going to move this to the right. Therefore, 3x minus 2y is equals to minus 4. I've written the equation as it is. This equation still has not changed. Therefore, it is still equation number 2. Now, solving this, minus plus becomes minus, minus minus becomes plus, minus minus becomes plus. Now, I have here minus 9y plus 2y, which is minus 7y is equals to 3 plus 4 is 7. Therefore, 7 cancels out. I have y minus y is equals to 1 or y is equals to minus 1. Now once I receive y equals to minus 1, I need to substitute the value and simultaneously find the value of x. So putting y is equals to minus 1 in equation 1, this will give me x minus 3 times minus 1 is equals to 1. Therefore x plus 3 is equals to 1. This implies x is equals to minus 2. Therefore my solution is x comma y is equals to minus 2 comma minus 1 again. We have the same solution as the substitution method. You can choose any method you like. It's up to you. Every student has their own choices. There is no rule which you have to choose. Just solve it correctly. Make sure your tables, your multiplications, your change of signs, addition and subtractions are correct. As long as your processes are correct, nothing can go wrong. Now, once you've seen how to solve questions in your classwork copies, I'll give you a few questions in order to solve for practice set 1.1. Now I'll be uploading a sample copy of a 10th student that has already cleared 10th exams, and you will be able to verify or see the solution from that same copy. Make sure you do not try to copy from his solution, because I won't be giving too many similar questions. So you need to understand how to solve questions, otherwise you won't be able to complete your classwork copies. So now start writing down from practice set, textbook page number 5. Now this is textbook page number 5, question number 1, sub question 5. I'll be writing down now sub questions, and so that you can understand which questions to solve. This is sub question 5. You have to move on to sub question 7 and sub question 8. Then we move on to textbook page number 8, question number 2, sub question 4, sub question 5, sub question 6, and sub question 6. I have a few more questions here. This is you also have to solve sub question 2 from question number 1, sub question 2 and sub question 4. So you have total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total of 8 questions. Make sure you start completing these. We will discuss a few of the tough problems from this practice set in the next section. Thank you.